Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure and honor to be here. It's going to be so much fun to be visiting with our good friends with Environmental Services Division and Keep Santa Fe Beautiful. With us, of course, we have Michaela Beggins, the Environmental Services Outreach Coordinator, and Carol Branch, Keep Santa Fe Beautiful. And we're going to be having a special guest during this show with Chris McLarry, who is the Keep Santa Fe Beautiful Vice Chair. But welcome, Michaela and Carol.
Good morning and hi.
Hi. It's been a while, and it's nice to catch up on this beautiful morning. How are things going? I know we have some updates we're going to give on, Keep Santa Fe Beautiful and other things, but just wanted to start out by saying, how are you?
Doing all right. Doing all right. I feel like time has all of a sudden just gone flying by.
Mhm.
We were really slow for a little while there and not so much anymore, but it's good to be getting back into the swing of things and hopefully we can keep that going. um,
Great. Yeah, I know the summer has just seemed to have flown by, and now it's the start of the school year. Carol, how have you
mhm.
been?
Good, Esteban. Good to be back with you. Been very busy, but so we have a very, very busy fall coming up. We have 3 events coming up.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm excited to talk to you about those. And why don't we start with some updates from Environmental Services, Michaela? I think that
Yeah.
there's going to be some great content that's going to be pushed out soon, right?
Yeah, we've got tons of great stuff going on, and I'm just going to do a quick little rundown because I want to make sure we have enough time to really talk to Chris and all the exciting things that's going on there. But just a quick little woohoo from ESD. We have a new video that is kind of the journey of recycling that we've put out recently, and it just gives you a quick little window into what recycling is here in Santa Fe, where it goes. It's not, it's only a minute long. It's nothing too exhaustive, but check it out on our website. Thanks for pulling that link up.
Sure.
And just remember, clean recycling matters because recycling happens here. um, yeah, and we also have 2 events coming up, like Carol mentioned. We have Zozobra. Obviously, everybody knows about Zozobra. And we are going to help the organizers try to make it a litter-free event again this year. So just kind of putting that message out there and encouraging people that if they go to Zozobra, help us out, clean up your stuff, try to recycle, all that good stuff.
Well, you've been
And
partnering with the Kiwanis for a while on that.
Yes. We I'm much before I even joined the city, but we're just always working to reduce our waste and try to take action where we can, and so we're doing it again. It's hopefully going to be another big in-person event after a year's hiatus. So, looking forward to that, and just reminding people that if they do go, clean up after yourselves, please.
Yeah, yeah, good point. There's not
Yeah.
like some magic person that appears to clean up afterwards that,
There's
it all
no
takes
litter
all of us
fairy.
together. Litter fairy, that's right.
Yeah. My mom always used to say there was no laundry fairy, so there's no litter fairy. um, and one more little update, and then I'm gonna hand it over to Carol to talk about some of the great things that Keep Santa Fe Beautiful has going on right now. But speaking of Keep Santa Fe Beautiful, our fall litter cleanup is happening on Saturday, September 18th. Mark your calendars, please. We hope you'll join us. Registration is already up and open online, keepsantafebeautiful.org/events. We do ask that you register in advance, if at all possible. If you know somebody who's not computer savvy, then we can help you sign up in person, but we really encourage everybody to do it online because we're moving that way. It helps us keep everything nice and organized. So register online, keepsantafebeautiful.org/events, and then we will have supplies pickup in advance of Toss No Moss on 3 days, Saturday, September 11th, and Thursday and Friday, the 16th and 17th, the days before the cleanup, at our offices at 1142 Siler Road from 10 to 2. So
Okay.
we'll keep reminding people, but we're starting to put the word out there, and we're hoping that we get a good turnout of people to help us keep Santa Fe beautiful on September 18th.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for those updates, Michaela. Very cool. I Also want to send a shout out to Charlene this morning. No, she's not here with us right now, but Charlene, we miss you. So hope you're having a great day.
She'll be back. Don't worry.
She'll be back. Okay, well, let's talk about keeping Santa Fe beautiful, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's do.
Okay. All right.
So Keep Santa Fe Beautiful recently received $25,000 from the New Mexico Tourism Department's Clean and Beautiful grant program for environmental services and for environmental and beautification projects.
Wow, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Look at that.
We got some really exciting projects coming up.
We do. Our goals at Keep Santa Fe Beautiful are that all of our programs and projects that are the environment, beautify our city, educate the public, and involve our community. So project number 1 is a tree giveaway pilot program. We are hoping that a tree giveaway program becomes one of our signature programs that Keep Santa Fe Beautiful. We would like to give away trees to residents and businesses every year. But before we do that, we want to make sure we're being responsible, and we want to make sure that we're planting the right trees in the right places. So we are partnering with the City of Santa Fe's Water Conservation Department. A shout out to Christine Chavez.
Hey, Christine. Shout out.
So this project aligns with the Tree Smart Santa Fe initiative, and our official launch date will be Arbor Day, which is April 29th, 2022.
Ah, fantastic. Well, the tree giveaway pilot program officially launching on Arbor Day, April 29th. So mark the calendars on that. Very cool. Well, thank you for that. And congratulations on the grant. Very prestigious. That's very good work. Anytime there's an opportunity to do that.
And that's only half of it.
Right. So we were also given funding for a pollinator garden, which will be installed at Calle Alvarado Park in late spring of 2022. This project aligns with the Bee City USA, which is an initiative to offset the bee die-off problem. So we are proud to be partners with the City of Santa Fe Parks Department, as well as our longtime partners with the Master's Program Charter High School. And the students will be doing a lot of the work. And we also received funding to hire a local artist to create a bee sculpture, and a lot more surprises to come. We'll be sharing with you as the time approaches. We're really excited about this project.
A bee sculpture commissioned from a local Santa Fe artist. The garden supports the commitments required by the City of Santa Fe's new designation as a Bee City USA. I love that. Bringing communities together to protect our little pollinators. That's so important. Our little pollinators. Never really thought that little bee that I wanted to avoid when I was a little kid because I didn't want to get stung. But those little bees are so important. And you guys are doing that by increasing the abundance of native plants and providing nesting sites and reducing the use of pesticides. And this is such a great program.
It's really exciting, and it's going to be, beautiful and functional and help with our sustainability goals, and, also get some kids involved with helping to plant it and everything. I don't know what is beyond a trifecta, what's for, but you know what I'm getting at.
Absolutely.
It's got all the pieces.
Well, and these are all the pieces to sustainability, to sustaining our lives, to sustaining our water systems, to sustaining our food systems. When we talk about the plants and our little bee pollinators that play a vital role in being able to do that, and just being able to take care of what we've been blessed with, which is our Mother Earth. And so being able to do our share of keeping Santa Fe beautiful, I just want to commend you both for what you're doing, and everyone behind the scenes, like Christine and Charlene. And I know we're going to be introducing Chris in just a moment, but really everyone here that's been working on this, my hat goes off to you.
Thank you, Esteban.
Yeah, and I don't want to steal too much time from Chris, so I'll just tell people if they want to learn a little bit more about this, they can check out what you were just looking at on our website, keepsantafebeautiful.org. We've got, all the details about what's coming up and registration for events and everything, so give it a look.
Yeah, let's show that one more time here. We got this beautiful keepsantafebeautiful.org. you can take a look at, here's some events. If I click on the events page, it tells us about this upcoming Toss No Mas that we talked about on September 18th. But it's a wealth of information where you're able to go ahead and take a look at news releases and what's happening with the efforts to clean up Santa Fe. And there's ways to be able to help support keeping Santa Fe beautiful. You can also donate and volunteer. So you can find all of those links. And I have to say, I want to commend you on this beautiful website. I know this is something that you've been working on, and it looks really nice. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Thank
Esteban.
you.
So is it time to introduce our special guest?
It is. We
All
have a
right.
very special guest with us today, Chris McLarry, who is the vice chairman of the Keep Santa Fe Beautiful Board of Directors. He is the owner of Mcclary Fine Art, which is one of the finest and very affordable galleries on Canyon Road. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Carol. Good morning,
Hey,
Esteban.
Chris.
Good morning.
Michaela, how are you?
Good, good.
Welcome to the
Thanks for having me.
program, Chris.
Thanks for having me on. It's an honor. I'm excited.
Well, we have a lot of fun on this program and also a lot of great information that we share with our listening audience. And so I know we're going to be talking about some wonderful information on the Adopt a Median, but Chris, let's introduce you to our listening family. Tell us a little bit about yourself. And I
Sure.
see those beautiful paintings behind you. Tell us a little bit about what you do in our community.
Yeah, I've been in Santa Fe since 1986. I opened Mcclary Fine Art 30 years ago on Canyon Road at 225, and have been a part of the art community here ever since. And it's I'm from Dallas, Texas originally, and would come out here on trips and just fell in love with Santa Fe, and I knew in my heart this was the place for me. So I packed up and moved here and got into the art business. And it's been a pleasure ever since. It's just a joy. I'm lucky to do what I do, and I love going to work every day. It's a wonderful environment. And that's kind of what got me involved with Keep Santa Fe Beautiful too. I want to give back because this is such a tourist community, and I wanted us to have a beautiful face to show these tourists when they come to town and want to come back.
Well, that's fantastic, Chris. And I was going to ask, I know your motive there, which is very noble. How did you get introduced to Keep Santa Fe Beautiful?
Well, I would drive from my gallery to Whole Foods for lunch many times during the week, and I would drive down Paseo del Peralta, and I noticed the Adopt a Median programs. And I'd drive by a very ugly median, and then I'd drive by some very, very, very beautiful medians, and I didn't get the contrast between the two. Why aren't they all beautiful? And the Kendall, the Macumber Gardens medians on Paseo del Peralta are just like the gold standard for medians in this city. And so I wanted to get involved. I wanted to do a meeting like they did. So I contacted the program and didn't get a good response. I think it was just a system or a program that was just on the way out from one director and just waiting for a new leadership to come in. And finally, I saw one of the board of directors was a friend of mine, Ashley Markinson. So I called her and said, "What's up with this program?" She goes, "It's about to change. We hired a new director. She's wonderful. Her name's Carol Branch." And I said, "Well, I just want to get involved in whatever way I can." She goes, "Well, why don't you join the board?" And I said, "I don't know what that means or what that's involved." She goes, "Oh, you can do it." So I contacted Carol, had a lunch with the chair and the vice chair, and 2.5 years ago, I joined the board.
Well, fantastic. Well, thank you for your service. I know that it's a noble calling to be able to do what our volunteers do. And I know that it takes a lot of effort from a lot of volunteers to be able to do this. So thank you for your time that you're investing in making our city beautiful.
It's a pleasure.
Right. Thanks, Chris. Chris is also the chairman of the Adopt a Median subcommittee, which is really one of the reasons, like he said, that he joined the board. And so for those of you that don't know, there are over 500 medians in Santa Fe. And out of those, Keep Santa Fe Beautiful manages 50 of the most visible medians, and mainly in the downtown area. But we do have some beautiful ones on the south side as well. This program started 40 years ago with 10 medians and had grown so much that it needed to be revamped. So about 2 years ago, both Chris and I were very new to Keep Santa Fe Beautiful, but we set out to do just that, to upgrade the program. And of course, Chris is very instrumental in this upgrade.
Well, it's my understanding that we'll be seeing a video. Is that right? That's going to be showcasing some of these medians.
That's correct. We
Tell us a little bit about that project.
Yeah, so starting back a little bit, we started with redoing the contract because the median program just had no accountability. People could give Keep Santa Fe Beautiful money for a sign, put the sign up, and then there was no follow up after that. So all these medians just didn't do their maintenance, and I was just blown away because there was landscape companies that didn't have beautiful medians. I was thinking that's just absolutely crazy. So it took us a year and a half, but we redid the contract. We got rid of some adopters and brought in some new adopters, and it's just changing every day. I adopted 2 medians. One of the ones I wanted all along. That's the closest to my gallery. And then Museum of New Mexico Foundation adopted another one on Paseo del Peralta. So that little string of Paseo del Peralta is just outstandingly beautiful now. We're also doing a stretch of ones on Old Pecos Trail and Guadalupe, and each one of these is just transforming day by day.
And this video that you mentioned is really to showcase this transformation and to sort of make some noise about how much work has been done and the improvements that have been made across this program.
Absolutely. We all collectively came up with the idea of why don't we have a drone video do flyovers of these medians, and then we can do those for PSA announcements and advertising. So fortunately, Joe Abeda, who's the production manager for the city, volunteered his time and his drone and did this video for us, and it's just outstanding. It's going to really show the citizenship what we've done and what the future looks like for the program.
Well, medians, adopting a median isn't just an opportunity for a business to, get their name out there. It's a great opportunity to really let the public know that they're committed to a greater cause, which is taking care of Santa Fe, isn't it? It makes a statement, doesn't it?
It does. It's about civic pride. We want some good curb appeal for our visitors to our town, and I think everyone that's adopted a median and revamped it has such pride in it. I hear it in their letters back to me, and it just shows. And every time I'm working on my median, I get honks and cheers and thank yous by people passing by, which is just gets right to my heart.
Do you ever get the people passing by when they?
Yeah, of course. One of the other aspects of the program that we were really conscious of was the safety of it. So before, these adopters also didn't have any accountability on who would go out and clean their medians, so that it can be dangerous. So now only people that have passed a safety course through the city, either people that adopt a median and then hire out their maintenance or do it themselves, they have to go through a safety program that the city provides, which is really key. We don't want anybody to get hurt on these projects.
Well, that's a very good point. Safety is number one. I have to ask you though that there might be some businesses out there that did they say, hey, I don't even know the first thing what to do with the landscaping except I'm committed to helping make this look beautiful. Were they able to just pull upon the resources of other nurseries, or how did they get help in doing that, or how did you go about doing it?
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about that. For instance, one of our adopters who's really stepped up the plate is Sean Gabriel of Proscape Landscaping. So he's adopted a number of medians in these different sections we have and has done an incredibly beautiful job of transforming them. Now he's also does maintenance on a number of them as well. So somebody that has no experience or doesn't want anything to do with it except for their financial commitment hires someone like Sean at Proscape, and they go out and do the maintenance for them. So that makes it easy, because you're right. Many of the people that aren't landscapers don't want to go out there, and I don't blame them.
Sure.
I do mine a little bit, so I get it. It's not easy.
Well, I think getting it going and then being able to just kind of pull the weeds or something, maintaining it, I think that's a really good partnership to be able to have with, you said Proscape?
Proscape, Sean Gabriel, just a great gentleman, and has been a great supporter of our program, as I said, as an adopter and as a maintenance professional behind other medians.
Well, I'm amazed at the number of medians. I mean, 500 medians throughout the city, but the Keep Santa Fe Beautiful Adopt a Median program, 50 street medians having been adopted by more than 24 businesses citywide, if I understand the statistics. Am I correct on that, Carol?
That's right. We decided to keep it at 50 so we could keep the program sustainable.
Sure.
Really, running this program is a full-time job in and of itself, as Chris knows. And so we wanted to make sure that it's sustainable, like I said. So we keep it around 50 medians.
Okay. And the videos, where people can watch those on the Keep Santa Fe Beautiful website, is that right?
That's correct. That's correct.
Oh.
Michaela's done a great job with all of that part of the website, and it just keeps getting better. The website keeps getting better every day. One of the other things we did at Stevan is we changed our logo. The logo was so outdated; it was a 40-year ago logo. So we had a volunteer who's a graphic designer do a new median for us. Do a new logo for us, and all the new signage for the medians is updated and fresh and has a great new look for it as well. So
is this the logo? Is this the new logo right there?
That's it. Keep Santa Fe Beautiful.
That's the one.
I love it. It's a beautiful logo. Not to overuse the word beautiful, but it is.
Hey, if the shoe fits.
That's right. Well, I love it. It is really, really nice. I like the colors. I like the layout. It's catches the eye. It's easy, and it's very distinguishable. Very easy to see. So very cool. Congratulations on that.
Thanks.
Well, we're excited. A lot of great things. Go ahead, Chris.
I'd say we're very excited. It just keeps getting better every day. I drive around town, and I just see changes every day in our medians, and it gives me a lot of pride.
Yeah. We've featured a few before and afters on our Facebook page. If anybody wants to see some transformations, I don't know about you, but I like transformation photos. It's always cool.
I do too.
So keep Santa Fe Beautiful on Facebook. We've showcased a few of our adopters who have done some really eye-opening revamps to their medians, and it's just, oh my gosh, the difference is astonishing.
Right. So, Chris, would you like to share with us what your motivation was for joining the board and the Adopt a Median program? Like you said, you used to go to other cities.
Yeah, I travel with my business to other art markets, and I would just see such beautiful medians, potted plants, and just a lot of civic pride. And I thought, well, Santa Fe is one of the most beautiful cities in the country. It's one of the top art markets in the country. We should have that curb appeal that these other cities have. So that was my motivation, and to give back to the city that's been so good to me. 30 years of business in the art business. So that was my motivation.
That's an awesome motivation. Wow. I have to say that there's a number of other board members that we want to thank too. I know that that everyone is working their como se llamas off, and yes. Chris has been working his como se llama off, and so I want to send a shout out to your other board members. So
thank you, Esteban. We do have a very active board of directors. It's a small board, but we are very active and grateful for every one of them. Very talented group of people, and we have a board meeting tonight, so
fantastic. Good luck with that, and
thank you.
Yeah, the work doesn't.
One other thing, I want to do a shout out to another one of the staff, Michelle. She's the trifecta of Carol Branch and Michaela, And she's been so awesome. She's not with us on the show today, but I just want to give her a shout out and thank her so much for all her hard work.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. Hey, there you go. Nice shout out there, Chris. Any final thoughts on our Keep Santa Fe Beautiful update there, Carol?
Well, I just wanted to mention that if anybody needs any information about our events or projects, you can always call me at 955-2215. Again, Carol with Keep Santa Fe Beautiful at 955-2215. Or you can always visit our website at keepsantafebeautiful.org.
You should also subscribe to our email list while you're there.
Yes. Make sure and subscribe. Go to this nice website, subscribe to the email list. That's really good. And you can do that. You can very easily. So
right. We are a nonprofit, and so we get all of our funding from our grants that we apply for, and also for our fundraisers that we have. And we have one that's coming up October 9th. It'll be a wine tasting event at the convention center. So we will keep you posted on the details.
I like tasting wine. I remember that one we had at the governor's mansion a couple of years ago. Was it 2 or 3 years ago?
It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
Time flies by. Whoa.
Got a great photo of you leaving the mansion with your auction item, your excitement level.
I looked like I was ransacking the governor's mansion.
You really did.
It was like, you can't take this guy anywhere without him ransacking your house.
The biggest grin on your face and armloads of stuff.
I bought a bunch of tickets and I bought a bunch of wine. It was a really nice month.
Yeah. Well, and to anybody listening, if you come, maybe you can have as much fun as someone did at that one.
I felt like a kid at Disneyland or something, just kind of had everything. I just, truth be told, FYI, I didn't take any little little of the napkins with the governor's seal on there. I promise I didn't take any of those. I was tempted, but I didn't. I took only wine.
Well,
but that was a fun event. And I know that this next event in October will be fun as well. It's always fun. It's always goes to a good cause. And it's just fun to be able to see friends and family and neighbors and keeping Santa Fe beautiful and to meet new people. This is my first time that I met you, Chris. And it's really nice. I really look forward to seeing you in person, and really think very highly of the work that you've done here. And let's give a shout out to your gallery one more time. What's the name of it?
Mcclary Fine Art at 225 Canyon Road.
Fine Art at 225?
Canyon Road.
Canyon Road. Let me flash that up on the screen here. So we want our listening guidance to be able to do that. But let me see. Did I get that correctly there?
That is correct.
Okay. Well, when we think of supporting our local businesses, let's support our local galleries. Why not? Let's do it. Let's go admire the work and our artists and pick something up. That's cool.
I think the galleries are full of Santa Fe, actually, in my opinion.
So why don't we just kind of do a round robin of final shout outs. We'll start with Chris and then go to Carol and then end with Michaela. Go ahead, Chris.
Thank you for having me on the program, Esteban. I love your program. I've listened for years, and it was just an honor to be on the program today and share with the listening audience what we're doing and just the excitement with our programs. And please support us. We need your help. Money is always helpful. And come to our events, ask about our adopted medians, and just thank the businesses that are doing them.
All right. Thank you for that. Carol?
Well, just please don't forget about Toss No Mas on September 18th, where we clean up all the neighborhoods in the city. Please help us be a part of the solution. And please come to our wine tasting event as well. We'll be selling tickets for that. It's a ton of fun. And thank you, Esteban, for always supporting Keep Santa Fe Beautiful.
You bet. Thank you, Carol. Michaela?
I think that was about it. Just really glad to have everybody on here. Chris, it's nice to have you talk about your motivation for the Adopt a Median program. And yeah, check out keepsantafebeautiful.org. Stay in touch with us. There's lots of great things happening, and we can't even talk about all of them in one show. So stay tuned for more.
Well, we look forward to visiting again. Thank you so much for the updates with environmental services and Keep Santa Fe Beautiful. Really appreciate it. Have yourselves a great day.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Thanks, Esteban.